You was one TikTok away from going to Guatemala to find a wife who only wants to marry you to get a green card to come to America. That has nothing to do with me.
What are you talking about?
They were saying they are going out of the country to look for love because Black women in America are L's. Black women in America having standards is a L.
And women like you is the reason why they're getting it. Because y'all do sign language. Shaming, insulting, guilt, and need to be right.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Thanks for watching another video. I just ask that you please like, comment, and subscribe. Help support the algorithm. It lets people know also that I'm here and these videos need to be watched, right? That's pretty much what it is. But anyway, guys, I'm not going to hold you up. Let's hop right into it.
Yes, brothers. Get it. Get that passport, please. But
And women like you is the reason why they're getting it. Because y'all do sign language. Shaming, insulting, guilt, and need to be right all the time.
Need I say more? This woman said it, and this woman here comes across like a woman. She's old school, right? She comes across like a woman from the old cloth, right? Those women you see in the 70s and 80s that would say, hey, what are you doing climbing on that fence, right? With a husband in the house and kids, saying, you damn kids ain't no good. One of those types, right? I see a lot of them growing up. And about it, that's what a guy needs, right? Will support a man no matter what. Won't bring up things, oh, you need to be making 100,000. There were a lot of those women back in the days cut from that cloth. Now, it's a big difference, right? The things you're getting now is just night and day from this. And that's why guys are leaving. And like as she said, that's why we're leaving. And that's what guys are finding in other countries. That's what I got. I got that in the Philippines, right, with my wife. So, you guys also be sure to check out the Black Filipino TV. It's been a great story in there for Passport Bros. I'm sure you guys will love that story. But anyway, let me hop right into another one, guys.
We don't care. We don't care about the passport boys. We don't care. If you was one TikTok away from going to Guatemala to find a wife who only wants to marry you to get a green card to come to America, that has nothing to do with me.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Nor do I even want to date you. Y'all are gross and weird.
Who said anything about dating?
We're gross and weird, right? But a lot of guys, I hate to say it, I hate to play tit for tat, right? A lot of guys are not going to want to date you. I mean, look at you, right? Your presentation, you have on a hooded sweatshirt, hair not even done. Hair not even done. I wouldn't even talk about the glasses, right? Because she could still look beautiful in those glasses, right? Before you make a video, dress up. I've seen some women, not very few, I've seen some women dress up. I've seen Kimchi Karen, before she jumped in the video, at least do herself up somewhat. And it don't take much. But to do a video in a sweatshirt, with your hair not done, looking frizzed up like you just got finished, doing the do, not acceptable. Because this is why Passport Bros exists. Y'all really be talking men away from being interested. That's what it is. And it's funny, the person that said that didn't even react. I guess they said it and just posted her so we can see, right? And it's true. It's so true, guys. But anyway, let's continue. Let's go right down the line. This is like the Passport Bro hating carousel right now. Let's go.
This is the last time I'm going to speak on these people, okay? Passport Bros. Now the narrative is switching to these are just people that want to see other parts of the world. That's great. But does anybody else remember when they first started making a bunch of noise? They were saying they are going out of the country to look for love because Black women in America are L's. Black women in America having standards is a L. Black women saying that they're not giving up kitty cat on the first date is an L.
And you know what she's saying about that, right? That's not the case. Women choosing who they want to give kitty cat on the first date, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But all guys, I feel like a robot, right? When you press the button, and it's the same thing. That's how these women are. But still, it's the same, and it's so real. You guys already know. You women are all being with the same guy. and then waiting for a passport bro, someone else that takes responsibility into their own hands to step up to the plate when it's too late. But that time is over, right? That time was over. Guys are not doing it. And for guys to see the booger septum ring, right? Because it's like the return of the booger septums. And it's wild. Like, it seems like probably 20% of the BWs that talk about us have these booger rings in their nose. And it's getting ridiculous now. That's what guys are leaving. And it is an L. And not because, and not most, not all, right? Guys are not saying all. There are still some, like on a small percentage wise, like maybe 10, 20%, right? And that's an if left back home. But are guys going to be able to find them? Most likely not. Because the guys, a lot of the guys that are leaving are not that kind of guy with that certain swagger. Some guys have it, right? Some guys don't care. Meaning, I've always had the confidence to be able to knock down any one of you. So what she's saying, oh, not get first date. I never even really took women on dates that much. To keep it real. If I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with you, I never really even took women on dates. And that 6-foot thing, most women don't care about that. They don't care about that. You meet a guy and everything is right with him when you see him. All that stuff goes out the window, right? I'm not saying that they're going to be with that as the man for long, but women still be with shorter guys. But let's continue.
Am I the only one that remembers that? If I am, if that's not where it's coming from, and y'all are truly just men looking to explore other parts of the world, I take everything I've ever said about passport bros back. I take it all back. But we know that's not all y'all was saying.
And women like you is the reason why they're getting it. Because y'all do sign language. Shaming, insulting, guilt, and need to be right.
I know a passport brother. Yeah, I know him quite well, actually.
So, one of the shows that I'm completely obsessed with is 90 Day Fiance. And I learned so much about this whole, getting a spouse abroad from that show. What a lot of these men that say they're going to go abroad, they don't realize you have to meet.
Another 90-day fiance watcher. Oh, I'm about to fall asleep with this, man. But let's continue.
Certain financial criteria in order to even get the K1 visa. I don't know what the dollar amount, that they have to earn in order to apply for the K1 visa, but I know that there were several shows where some of the people had to get their parent or friend to co-sign.
The dollar amount is not that high. You just have to not be poor. Most people in the U.S. are making that dollar amount, no problem. If you're making 20 and up, a lot of times you qualify. $20 an hour and up, right? I'm not saying everybody's making that, but most people are making 20 to 25 an hour. So, come on now.
To have the person come over to the country because they will be financially responsible if the relationship breaks up, if the person is there on a K1 visa, like if they get on welfare or something after the breakup, then you're responsible for paying that money back to the government. So not only do you have to, bring that person over, you have to meet a certain financial criteria, you have to pay these attorney fees as well to do it. And I think, if I'm not mistaken,
Google it.
in one of the shows was saying that.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, right, because I'm not, guys would rather save up the money if they're bringing them back, right? Because a lot of guys bring them back and are successful. But when guys do it, right, they would rather pay all those fees, pay all those lawyer fees, than to deal with women back home. even guys that are broke, even a guy making 40,000, 50,000 a year. Want to know why? It's easier for those guys because he'll plan. He'll put money to the side, keep putting chunks of money to the side, putting chunks of more money to the side. Before you know it, a couple of months, he has those fees. He has them, right? Especially if he's paying his bills ahead of time. Because these guys that are leaving are not irresponsible men, right? Put money aside to the ahead of time. If a man is a planner, which a lot of guys that are leaving are, because they're planning their escape, this is not in play with them.
Trump, when he was in office, he made it where you're responsible for 10 years for the person. So it's like, if the relationship doesn't work out, you're responsible still financially for that person you brought to the United States for 10 years. So I don't know if they really did the research.
Of course. Well, we did some research.
Because if you're going to do all that to bring somebody...
You know what? Guys don't mind. Because you know what's happening? A lot of times, they get their woman from the Philippines or from Thailand back, and they don't like it. They don't like being around a woman. They don't like being around an atmosphere. They just want to go back home, right? They miss their family, or they stay out there for 10 years. They plan, they work hard, and plan for their escape out. Do you know how many people go out there, save all their money, put money to the side, invest back in their home country? A lot of people do that. Buying condos back here in the Philippines, buying condos back in Thailand, and buying homes, fixing homes. Just think about it, right? I know a guy, he's from New York. He fixed a Filipina's home for $8,000, right? $8,000, brand new home. So of course he had it on discount, and $8,000. So think about it. A woman's there with her husband or whatever. She's putting aside $8,000, $10,000, buying land out here, sending money back, fixing up house, fixing another house, fixing up a house. There's people doing that, coming back to the Philippines with the whole community for their family. It's real, guys. It's happening. But while you are sitting there judging, women are not going over there just saying, oh, you know what? I just want to be in America. No, they're planning their escape. A lot of people go back home and plan their escape back out to come back here or go back to another country and provide. Think about it. It's smart.
From another country. Oh, then there is not going to be any 50-50. Let's not forget about that, because they still have to get a work visa, and that can take a year plus. So the person has to get a work visa, depending on if they have any marketable skills.
I'll tell you what's happening. And I showed a bunch of stories of that on my other channel, right? What's happening is guys are rejected, getting Filipino love doctors. That's what I call a lot of Filipinos, because they take the time with a lot of guys that are broken, right? Pretty much healing these guys, starting businesses with guys, or guys are not starting with them, or a guy has the freedom of thought because he's not dealing with headaches, not dealing with games that women like to play. Because back in the US, you need game in order to deal with women. They don't have to deal with that. The woman is simple and easy, and he's able to focus, laser focus on all of his dreams and goals. When men have that laser focus, oh, it's a whole different animal. There's so many guys that I speak to that come here, bring them back, or even stay here, and then all of a sudden they're doing this, they're doing that, and they went from 40,000, like I did a video yesterday. So you make only 40,000 working Amazon shop. Guys went from that 40,000 to millions, or a couple of million, in a matter of 5 to 10 years, right? So you ladies back home want to try to tell your man what he needs to do. They're actually helping their man with what he needs to do. They're being a helpmeet, and the guys are progressing with that. So that's the difference. I don't know what's going on. Women thinking they can bring up situations from a show and put it on us, and bring up old situations that happened before and put it on us. But one thing I do know is definitely more to life than dealing with one back home. Get your passports.